is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go.
Well over 100 career starts now, and the chemistry with his top targets really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field, and when they get open, he delivers.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on the first play. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Start the drive 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent pickup of 20 yards. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They sort of did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Madison running left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On the toss, Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have moved out in front. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run the... the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game. Quarterback and knocked the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they
started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Play action now. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30. 30 taken down. A very nice pickup, 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Vikings! Josh Oliver from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Cousins on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. He'll get it inside the 20, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. On third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Maher able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... Sorry, Coach, we'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goen. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they'll inspire your team.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moment. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations...
Oh, and now some space to operate. Spins by. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. Buying time to his left. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Joseph on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a 2nd route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away. That brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review on this one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Going to run with Madison again. And some room to maneuver. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense has been battled all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance and work by the offense, too. And really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.